nERD bOX.
Welcome to another episode of the Popcorn Confessional, and on this episode we are talking about the sequel to the Escape Room Tournament of Champions. We have a budding franchise here. Is it going to follow the path of all the other franchises and have a crappy follow-up? I don't know, but you need to watch the review to find out. So fire up the Jiffy Pop and meet us in the booth.
Escape Room Tournament of Champions picks up shortly after Zoe and Ben have survived the escape room. They are both struggling with PTSD. However, they are both still determined to bring down the Minos Corporation, the architects of the escape room, Soul Survivor experiments. Can they do it?
I don't know.
You'll have to watch and see.
Zoe and Ben travel to New York to face Minos head on when they are lured into a trap and forced to survive another round of the escape room challenges. Only this time it's different. It's with survivors from past challenges as well.
Thus the name Tournament of Champions.
Stop stealing my thunder. That was my words that I was going to say
Well,
there.
I took it first, so meh.
That's it essentially in a nutshell. What did you think?
So I went into the movie not really wanting to watch it and not expecting much because I was like, come on, seriously, like another one. I liked the first one, so I wasn't sure that I could even like the second one.
Wait a minute. So you liked the first one, but you didn't want to see the second one?
Because
Why?
I didn't think there was anything to build on.
But it's Saw, Hostel.
Yeah, and I kind of
maybe it tossed on a little bit of a side of Final Destination in there.
Yeah, and we both agreed that we only liked 3 of the Final Destination movies, and Saw should have given up a long time ago. So, I was in that mindset.
Okay.
However, I enjoyed the movie. I think some of the stuff was like stupid and far-fetched, but they were in the first one too, and if you can't admit that, then you shouldn't be watching these movies. I think they're there for the fun, they're there for the enjoyment, and that's what it comes down to. I don't think that they're there for you to be like, yeah, this shit could really happen, because let's be honest, people, none of this could really happen.
Why couldn't it really happen?
Really?
An escape room of death? There could be some serial
No.
killer.
Okay, no. I'm not saying an escape room of death couldn't happen. It could happen. But the things that they do, you're going to put an ocean underground? Sure. Go ahead and do that. No, he's an idiot. Don't listen to him. You're going to put an ocean underground.
There was no ocean underground. As in the first movie, they
were illusions.
Illusions make it sound like magic. It's not
what?
magic.
Okay.
It's technology,
Okay.
guys. Technology.
Just saying.
Screens surrounding, entire sets, right? But, typically there'd be a green screen.
So anyway.
Here, it's a screen with...
12 seconds later.
There are things I would have changed about the movie. Hell, there's things I would have changed about pretty much every movie I've ever watched. But did I enjoy it? Did I have a good time? Yes, I was entertained. I enjoyed the movie. I think that some of the stuff was more far-fetched than the first one, but I actually really enjoyed what they did in this one.
I think a lot of times we get hung up where we want to see blood, we want to see tits, we want to see sex, whatever, right? You don't always need to see that in films.
No.
Case in point, Cruella, right? Watch that review. It's good. Disney version of the Joker.
Excellent movie. We've seen it twice already.
Anyway, so I think Escape Room is kind of like that as well, right? So we have a film that's really meant for the whole entire family. It's not too graphic.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to watch. Kind of makes you want to go to an escape room as well. The characters are continuing the story. So
Yes.
like we said, PTSD, right? So we're getting to see the characters shortly after the fallout of what happened in the first movie.
Yeah, apparently it's only weeks. right when they started it. I'm a little confused on the timeline.
Yeah, this is the problem with the film, I think. Because Ben, in the beginning of the film, says, oh, it's been weeks since, this happened. But then they kind of go over some things that they've been attempting to do since the escape room, which would make it seem like, maybe it's been months.
Yeah, especially like Zoe with her therapy. I can't see how she was supposed to be cured after just a few weeks in therapy when you typically only go to therapy once a week or like once every other week. So it was a little confusing on the timeline.
Yeah, and the therapist seemed to be a little bit more engaged.
Yeah, like she'd been going there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I honestly have to think it's different from what we've seen in other horror franchises. I actually would like to see it go on. The characters were pretty decent. I think we had a lot of, again, another 6 characters. Don't complain about it because we have, 9 Saw films and there's always a cast of characters in that.
Yes.
We have how many Friday the 13th films and there's always a cast of characters in it. So it's following that formula, only the protagonists are a little bit smarter than our antagonists in these films.
Yeah, I mean, most of them are college students or professionals in life, and they actually are very intelligent, have really good jobs, know what they're doing. So I think that plays into the movie because honestly, I couldn't figure out this shit that they're doing.
No,
so I give them
I'm
credit.
stupid.
Yeah, apparently I'm very stupid because I wouldn't be able to figure out what they figure out.
Yeah, so it's cool to see that aspect of it, where they're trying to figure out these different things. Again, I know No.
I didn't know the answer to anything that they were figuring out in the first one or the second one.
Still trying to master riddles.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I'll stick with Mad Libs.
So with this film here, I think the story pacing is pretty good. I like the character progression. I'm very interested in seeing what may come up next. Not saying if people survive or die in this one. Don't know, right? Unless you see it. It's good to go check out in the theaters. It's okay to take your kids to see this film, especially if you've seen the first one and you're like, oh, the first one was a little bit more graphic than this one. This one's okay to go see. And the director, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but...
So the director is Adam Robitel, and he actually directed the first Escape Room. And he also directed Taking of Deborah Logan, which we saw not too long ago.
Oh, you saw. I saw when it came out.
Okay, whatever. That's right. He wanted me to see it. It was good. I enjoyed it. He directed Insidious: The Last Key, and he's also directing the upcoming Insidious: Dark Realm. So he's not unheard of, even if you may not know his name.
I don't know who he is, so he's unheard of to me.
Well, he's unheard of to me too, but clearly he's got his name out there with these films. You know the films if you don't know his name.
Yes, so I think he is, honestly putting out a good slate of horror films, right?
Yeah.
After the third Insidious film, I wasn't too happy or excited to go see The Last Key, but I think he kind of, rebounded it.
Yeah.
He brought it back to where it was in the first 2 films, and I'm excited to see the next one.
I agree. I am too.
Yeah, so this movie, I think it has it all. So I think it has some good suspense in it. I think it does keep you guessing. There's some surprises in it. Maybe you'll figure it out. I didn't think I figured it out. I was kind of leaning a little bit towards another direction, and then they kind of did a reveal on...
I agree. I was going in one direction, and then there was like a reveal, and I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming. So...
Yeah, and it's almost like an inspiration for a new show that may be coming called The Popcorn Theory. Ooh, what is that?
Have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll talk about that probably in maybe a couple upcoming episodes, or maybe even a teaser trailer for it. And so what did you rate it?
I am going to give this film a B+.
B+?
Yeah.
Look, I like the film, but a B+?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
A B+?
Yes.
I'm giving it a C+. I think of a lot of the other films that are out there. I think this is middle of the road. It can be forgotten. Is it something that I'll watch and go back and watch? I'll try to watch often. Yeah, I'll try to watch it often. I'll look forward to watching it with our kids once it comes out on Blu-ray or streaming. But I will buy it. Definitely buy it. Probably include it in the Halloween rotation of films that are out there. And yeah, C+.
But when I rate movies, I don't compare them to other movies. I'm rating it for what I saw. That's it.
What?
I
How
don't.
can you not compare? There's got to be a scale of movies.
No.
Yes, there's got to be your A's and there's got to be your B's. And
Okay,
there's gotta be
and
your
I
C's.
have this in with my B's.
Right? So, Jaws, right? Let me answer this. Jaws is what?
Jaws is an A.
An A.
Yes.
So Jaws is an A, and separating this film and Jaws is one letter grade, an A minus.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A few moments later.
And you literally 2 seconds ago said that I rated it an A minus.
No.
Yes, you
I
did.
said there's an A minus between Jaws
Okay.
and Escape Room Tournament of Champions.
Yeah. But that's two letter grades.
It's one. You got a B plus, you got an A minus, and you got an A. This is why it's a C plus. It's not close to Jaws, in my opinion. But that's her opinion, and your opinion may be different as well. And how can we find out about your opinion? By you putting it in the comments, either on YouTube or on Facebook, and by sharing the videos, because that helps us out.
And like and subscribe.
And share, because you know what? It's not free to make this.
And hit the notification icon so you can get notified when we put new stuff up.
You trying to steal my thunder again?
Yes, because you can't speak properly.
Anyway, it is a busy movie week, so this will
Yes.
be the first of a couple of reviews that you'll see stacked against each other. And until the next, see you later.
See ya.